everyone, today I'm going to answer some of the question in the part of like the thinking part in the TedEd video. So firstly, we're going to answer total of 3 questions. And first is that it often says that stock markets behave like a voting machine in short term time and weighing machine in long term. So how does this tie into active and passionate investment psychology? So in the short term, the market acts like a voting machine, the general popularity and emotion. Firstly is that when you think about the mainly the voting machine parts, the short term voting machine, driving popularity and emotion, this supports the active investing and why people trying to profit their short-term changes in long-term is like a weighing machine reflecting the real and company value. It supports the passive investing, which is supporting the holding a strong diversity investment over time. So when you talk about the short-term thing, we talk about the driving the popularity as the popularity and the emotional in the short term. When you talk about the long term, you focus on the reflecting the real company value. So when you are doing short term, the thing here is that you're going to have the popularity and how many people do this and the trending stuff, the trends and the emotion people feel like. While the other long term, you are actually focused on the company parts, where how the company making those products actually impacted or actually good or reflecting the real company value. So how the company investing or how come company actually buy this stuff or buy the products, and how is their value of this company and how much it is or cost of the company. While the short term things that you think about the trends of following people trends of what they are buying. So those are why investor choosing their stocks. Now move on to the second question. In research, a company finance who or make the investor look like they determine whether a company is good or good one day. The question in the research company financial or the company finance of the company, and what might an investor look for to determine to whether a company is good one to buy. And first is that an investor might look to revenues a revenue or profits growth or debt level, cash flow or profits measures. They are also one thing that equated to quality is the ROE. So the ROE is return on quality. This factor showing the company is much financial healthier, efficient, and capable of long-term success. When you talk about the long term, which is the weighing machine, when you talk about the weighing machine, it's how you weigh the products of this company to other company, and how you are comparing how to make the company finance, and how do you know his company better than that. So when you think about it, an investor may look to ranges are profits growth, debt level, cash flow, profits managed, and return to quality. So basically, it's that this factor shows that the company is a financial healthy, efficient, and capable of long-term success. So this is how company how we are weighing this company to company, and how we know that this company is much better the productivity and the efficiency, the capable for long-term successes, and how this company actually benefit. Because sometimes when you stock, these stocks are actually stay long, they have their age year more long, but 3 years or 10 years. So you need products that are more likely to be good, more likely to be more efficient, more likely to be good enough, or more likely to be long ages. So those are some efficiency investor needs when they're choosing startup. Thirdly, is one of those factors against the market efficiency of human situation. So emotion influence investor decision lead to make bad choices. So what are some examples? An investor may lead to an emotion influence in making decision. So first, an investor might panic sell during the market drop of fear. So investor might feel might panic sell during the market drops out of fear and buying overhyped stocks due to greedy or acting overconfident, thinking that's smarter to market. This emotional reaction can cause poor timing and financial losses. So what does this mean? So on the long term, on the emotional, when one factor is that one factor working markets efficiency, human integration, iteration is that emotions can influence investor decision to make better decision. So when one investor working on market sale, because they are feeling more likely to feel panic sale and more likely to feel panic when the market drops out of fear, but overhype it or thinking over markets overconfidence, thinking they will outsmart the market itself and trying to be more fear. So investor might feel panic during the market actually drop and they're overconfident of how it was. This emotional reaction can cause poor timing as well as financial losses in those two people. So there are a wide range of strategies, but between are under both active and passive school of thoughts. So what are strategies are best investor looking to manage their own stock position? First is that on the discussion question, there are wide variety or areas of strategy under the both active and passive schools of thoughts. And what strategies are the best for investors looking to manage their own stocks position? First is that for the long term, you have the passive investing, And for the other term, you have the active investing. So more likely that each investor needs to focus on one passive investing, which mainly the long term. Then on the first thing, they can actually show trends. They can actually trends on the short term. Then also using how they're actually weighing everything that company to company, and that was one thing. And their own supposition, they can actually do the both things. Like for example, following their trends, and then actually like after following their trends, or actually like getting trends of how people actually value, then and also flip back to how actually investing on a company of these products actually more efficient. So this is how actually both are active passion stocks and what the best thing. The best decision here is to both. And equal ways that when you're short term to getting more investing and more like score or make trends are more likely to get trends and emotional. And as well as the other way is to weighing the company, weighing the trends as well, where there is one thing that can balancing both the active and the passive. So this is the end of my answer question. Thank you for listening and goodbye.